the first afternoon of the National People's Congress in Beijing, President Xi Jinping met with the delegation of Inner Mongolia Autonomous Region. During the meeting, he emphasized that people first should always remain the overriding principle in order to safeguard the well-being of the public. So, in order to understand the principle of people first better, we are joined by lecturer Zhang Yadi from the School of Journalism at Chongqing University, who will discuss the topic in greater detail for us. Okay, so Abby Zhang, welcome to iChongqing.
Thank you. Hello, everyone.
So I'd ask you first, what does the concept of people first, as stated in the two sessions, imply on a substantive level?
As you mentioned, the concept of people first is reiterated within the context of combating coronavirus at the two sessions. And from what I understand, it has three levels of meaning. Literally, it means the people's interests is always the first, which highlights the principle of people putting the people first. To implement this concept, and the central government does not set a target for economic growth this year due to the pandemic coronavirus. Instead, the Chinese government pays more attention to the people's livelihood, social stability, and employment. And the second meaning of this concept is that our reformation and development we achieved is closely relied on people. For example, Chinese people make a greater contribution to combating coronavirus. And furthermore, people first is also a very important index to evaluate government's performance. And it means that the Chinese government should benefit the people. In another word, the core and ultimate goal of Chinese government is to improve well-being of Chinese. So that is my understanding from this concept.
So what precedence is there for such a policy from an economic point of view?
Okay, actually, there are lots of facts from an economic point of view. For example, the typical example is poverty alleviation is on the top of agenda of our government, especially during our two sessions. And the government from local level to the central level is dedicated to improving agricultural structure and ecological environment to ensure sustainable development and eradicate absolute poverty by the end of this year. And another precedent is that the government aims and try to decrease the unemployment rate and inflation.
Okay, so how does this policy differentiate from similar examples overseas, but in the Chinese context?
I think that the main difference is that the people first is the fundamental purpose of our party, and putting people first and exercising governance for the people is the ultimate yardstick for judging all the parties' performance in this regard. And the government's power actually is granted by the people, and that power can only be used to benefit to the people. And so this core concepts helps to improve and develop our socialist system and build socialism with Chinese characters. And that is the basic philosophy of our party, of our country, of our government. So I think that is the big and main differences between Chinese concept with the Western concepts or the concepts from other countries.
But at the same time, do you think it would be possible for private citizens to take personal responsibility for epidemic prevention and thus minimize economic destruction?
Yes, I think we should, and as the ordinary people, and we should take the personal responsibility to decrease the economic disruption and to maintain the social stability, especially during this very hard times and within the context of pandemic coronavirus.